animal. I'm an Indian animal.
Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. And he lost the ball. There's a fumble. Who's got it? The officials say the Colts do.
Great team win, baby.
Lobs it way downfield, intercepted, coming forward and making the INT for the Colts in the back end. To see the Colts win Super Bowl.
Hey, win on three. 1, 2, 3, win.
Welcome back to the channel. This is Marcus Sniffles, and we're here to talk about the Colts, little NFL, and mostly about the Tennessee Titans. But before we get into that, make sure you guys like the video, drop a comment, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 900 subscribers before the end of the football season. We're still at about 850, man. Come on. Come on, man. You done came back to this channel every week of the season. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 900, so let's get to it. So before we talk about the Titans, I want to talk about something that I really I tend to avoid doing this as a Colts fan. I see it happen with a lot of fan bases where a player leaves or gets traded or is released and goes to another team, and fans continue to talk about that player in a negative way. I always thought that was weird. It's like, yo, that player is not on our team anymore. Why are we still talking about him? Like, Jacoby Brissett is on the Cardinals. I'm not gonna trash Jacoby Brissett just because he used to play for the Colts and now he doesn't anymore. I thought he played great against us, and I'm happy for him because I liked him as a Colt. But I'm not gonna shit on him. You know, Nyheim Hines plays for the Chargers. He didn't really get too much playing time, but it would feel weird to slander him just because he's not a Colt. The same with someone like EJ Speed or Dio, who plays for Chicago. Like, I always think it's odd when people just harass past or former players of their team. But this one's kind of giving me like a little bit of an itch, and I kind of need to scratch it. So, week 1, former Indianapolis Colts tight end Kylen Granson decided to get on Instagram and throw a little shade at the Colts, talking about, you know, it's been 5 years and I finally was able to get a win in week 1. And I was like, if you've been following this channel for a little bit, you know I've not been the biggest fan of Kylen Granson. I've never thought that he was good. I always thought he was too small, too slow, unathletic, and I never understood why he was on the field so much. So once he left the team, I was fairly excited. And to see him, one of the more unproductive players on the team, go to another team and start talking smack, kind of got on my nerves. And I kind of forgot about it a little bit. But while I was doing a little bit of research on this video, it kind of came up. So the research that I was doing for this video was more so about uplifting and praising what Tyler Warren has done. So if we go back to last year, if we add up our top 3 tight ends, Mo Alley-Cox, Kylen Granson, and Drew Ogletree, last year, all 3 of those players combined for 438 yards and 2 touchdowns. Right now, going into week 7, Tyler Warren has 439 receiving yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. That's not including his rushing touchdown and rushing yards. Let me repeat that. Our starting 3 tight ends last year for the entire season combined for 438 yards and 2 touchdowns. Our rookie tight end this year through 6 games already has 439 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns along with a rushing touchdown. And that just goes to show how inept those tight ends were, specifically Kylen Granson, and how great of a tight end Tyler Warren is. Now, I'm going to get back to Tyler Warren in a little bit, but I kind of want to stick on Kylen Granson just for a little bit longer. So Kylen Granson did have a reception for the Philadelphia Eagles in that game. And for the season, Kylen Granson has 2 catches for 6 yards. The last 5 games, he has not had a target. If you would like to put that in perspective, On the season, Kylen Granson has 2 receptions for 6 yards. The Colts' backup quarterback, Anthony Richardson, has 1 catch for 9 yards. I'm going to say that again. On the season, Kylen Granson in Philadelphia has 6 receiving yards. Anthony Richardson, backup quarterback, has 9. I never want to hear another word from Kylen Granson again on social media, from the media, on TV, podcast, anywhere. Go away. You are not good. Suck it. You're not better at catching the ball than Anthony Richardson. You're a bum. A bum. Anyway, off of that. So there has been a growing rivalry, I would say, between Colts fans and Bears fans because the Bears GM decided to draft Colston Loveland as tight end number 1. And Tyler Warren fell to us at 14 to go second overall as a tight end in the draft class. And as I stated before, Tyler Warren is leading all NFL tight ends in reception yards. I believe he is top 2 for rookies in receiving yards. And he is by far the best rookie tight end in the class. And he is in the conversation for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And he's in the conversation for being a Pro Bowl starter. And he's in the conversation for being first team All Pro. So when it comes to Colston Loveland, it's not that he is, say, the second most productive tight end. He's not the third most productive rookie tight end. He's not the fourth most productive rookie tight end. He's not the fifth or the sixth. He's 8th in yards amongst rookie tight ends. The very first tight end drafted in the NFL by the Chicago Bears, I almost said Bulls, is 8th in receiving yards amongst rookie tight ends. Now, I don't know if that's Ben Johnson's scheme or Caleb Williams just not looking for him, or maybe Colston Loveland's not getting a lot of play time. I don't want to sit here and make it seem like Colston Loveland is a bad player. Maybe he's just not getting the opportunity. But I will say I am so thankful that the Bears took him and the Colts ended up with Tyler Warren, who is arguably already the best tight end in the NFL, while Colston Loveland doesn't even have 100 yards on the season. So let's talk about the Titans a little bit. The Titans have been somewhat on a downward spiral. Players are asking to be released. Players are getting hurt. Players are getting placed on IR. Their best players are probably not going to be playing on Sunday. And I think this is another game where the Colts can show that they are a team that is for real. The Titans are a bad team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The players aren't good. The coaches aren't good. They don't have a good program over there. I like Cam Ward as a player, as a prospect. I think he will be good. He would probably be better if he was at a different place. I have a good friend that is a Titans fan. We text very often. He is very frustrated about this team. He is thankful that they have fired their head coach, but he doesn't like the direction that the team is going in. So if the Colts are as good of a team as I think they are, this should be a blowout. We should win this game by 21 points. This game should never be in question. Daniel Jones, Quentin Nelson, DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart, Nick Cross, Kenny Moore should all be in baseball caps on the sideline by the fourth quarter. This is one of those games that shouldn't be close. We are a great team. We are playing at home. We are playing against a rookie quarterback. They do not have L'Jarius Sneed at the time of this recording. They don't have Jeffrey Simmons. A lot of their good to great players are hurt or injured or don't want to play anymore for this team. This should be a blowout. This should be a rout. This is going to be one of those games where if you just look at the stats of this game, it's probably not going to bolster our argument that Jonathan Taylor is the best running back in the league, but that's because he's only going to play 2.5 quarters. By midway through the third quarter, Jonathan Taylor should not be playing in this game anymore. This game should be over. This game will tell me more about the Colts than last week's game against the Chargers. Obviously, the Chargers on the road, that's the game that you look forward to. You get up for that game. That's a big conference game. And this is a big division game, but it's at home and it's against a bad team. Good teams lock in on the bad teams and destroy them. They don't overlook any teams. If you look back on all of the great teams in this era, whether it be the Patriots, the Peyton Manning Colts, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Steelers, they take advantage of the bad teams. They bolster their records on the back of bad teams and they blow them out and destroy them. And that is what we should do. And that will be a very, very big sign to me to determine if this team is who I think it is. Now, I think Cam Ward will play better than what he played the last time we played him, but this is just not a good team. This is not a good team, and we're playing at home. Also, speaking of the Titans, I saw a troubling report that I did not like, and it was about coaching candidates for the head coaching spot for the Tennessee Titans. One of the names that came up was Lou Anarumo, and I'll be damned. That better not happen. How is that even legal? He just got to Indianapolis. He's 1 year into his deal, and people are trying to take him already. Let's be honest about what Lou Anarumo has done here in Indianapolis. We don't have a top 10 defense. We don't have a top 10 defense in any category. Pass rush, sacks, turnovers, points, yards, first down plays, third down conversions. We're not an elite defense. We're not a top 10 defense. We're barely a top half of the league defense. Why would anybody, especially the Tennessee Titans, want to take Sweet Lou from us? Look at Latu. Latu has regressed horribly. Our defensive secondary, trash. DeForest Buckner can barely make a play out there under Lou's scheme. It just doesn't work. And I do not understand why any team, especially the Titans, would want to poach him from us after 1 year. He has not been good in Indianapolis. I'll say it again. Lou Anarumo has not been good in Indianapolis, and he would not be good in Tennessee because he is not a good coach. Hard stop. So I'm going to clip that. And I will post that to Tennessee Titans Twitter or Reddit or wherever, and hopefully that gets them off of Lou Anarumo's trail, because Lou Anarumo has been great and I love him. I hope he never leaves. I want him to be our defensive coordinator for the rest of my life. As long as there's air in his lungs, I want Lou Anarumo to be the Colts defensive coordinator. I swear, if they take him from us after 1 year, I will cry. This cannot happen. So if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, if you know any Titans fans, just clip that one part and send it to them. And maybe they'll make some noise and be like, yeah, Lou Anarumo actually isn't that good. Look at the numbers. The numbers aren't good. Not realizing that we have a lot of injuries and our defense is actually doing very well. Playing, they're not dominant, but we have a lot of injuries. And once our players that are hurt start coming back, this defense is going to be scary. So yeah, let's stick to that. So I don't want to get too far ahead into, trade season because we're not yet at the trade deadline. But there has been a lot of chatter about the Colts making a trade, whether it be for a defensive end, another cornerback, maybe even a playmaking linebacker. As of today, I'm open to changing my mind, but as of today, especially for this week against the Titans, throw the young guys out there, especially at cornerback. Mekhi Blackman, this is your day. This is teach tape for you day. This is a teach tape game for you. This is the ultimate trial by fire day for you. Your only assignment, Calvin Ridley. That's it. We're gonna leave you out there one-on-one with Calvin Ridley, who is a former Pro Bowl wide receiver. We'll run our defense, doing whatever else that we do. But for Mekhi Blackman, your only goal, stick with Calvin Ridley. And you will get better. He will improve. or he won't. I'm open to the idea that Mekhi Blackmon might not get better, but I feel like he will. I feel like with the right coaching and the right play time and the right mindset, he can go out there. He might lose some reps. He might win some reps, but the reps that he wins will carry on throughout the rest of the season. And now Jalen Jones is getting off of IR. I don't think he plays this week. I think he'll play next week against Pittsburgh. And then 2 weeks later, after the bye week, Charvarius Ward will be back. And these reps that Mekhi Blackmon is getting, they're going to show up. They're going to show up later in the season when he is tasked with covering a team's third or fourth best wide receiver, and he is locking them down. And our defensive secondary becomes borderline elite, especially if Jalen Jones can repeat what he did last year as our quote-unquote number one cornerback, and now he goes to number two. So I'm very excited to see what the Colts do this game. I will keep a close eye on how Mekhi Blackmon is playing and what they do, and everybody else in the cornerback room. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like the video. Please subscribe. We're really trying to get to 9. That's the goal. That's the goal. Get to 900 before the end of the season. So if you made it this far, please, please, please like the video. Hit the subscription button. I'd really appreciate it. Let's go Colts. See you next time.
Thanks for watching, babe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
You made it this far. If you have not liked the video at this point, what are you waiting for? Just like the video. Hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and drop a comment. All that stuff. This is a threat. Not a threat, a warning. But it could be a threat. Just do it.